Bonjour à toutes et à tous et bienvenue sur AC 360, votre émission qui fait le tour de l'Afrique et sa diaspora. Parmi de nombreux pays d'Afrique, nous avons nombreux de pays et notamment la Guinée. Et aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de la Guinée et d'une conférence qui arrive en octobre, le GSA Annual Conference. Pour ceci, j'ai avec moi ici sur le plateau une invitée, Mariama Kema Toure, qui est le Mentorship Director of the GSA organization. Mariama, comment ça va? How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
How are you doing today?
Je vais bien, alhamdulillah. I'm great. That's what I can say. It's a great holiday weekend, so I'm enjoying my time off.
Yeah. Nice. How was your day? What have you been doing so far?
I've done yoga this morning,
nice.
So that's great. Ran a couple of miles yesterday, 8 miles, so I needed to stretch that out. Just enjoying my time with family.
Just enjoying, nice.
Yeah.
So you're here to represent GSA,
yes, I am.
Which is Guineans succeeding in America.
Correct.
How long have you been in the organization, and what is the organization about?
Yes, absolutely. So GSA is Guineans Succeeding in America. We're a nonprofit organization where our main mission is to empower our community. So through education, professional development, community building, basically anything that we see needed in order to help our community to be better. And our community is not just the Guinean community, it's the African community as a whole. And anybody else that think that there's something that they can benefit from. I've been part of the organization now for over a year, but I've heard about it since 6 years ago, where I used to live in Michigan at the time. A mentor of mine told me about it when he came to the conference and actually helped out a student who was came from Africa, came to the US and didn't have any mentors here, anybody to guide them on how to get back with education. He had undergrad in engineering and wanted to get a higher education, but there was not a lot of folks that were guiding him. Just by coming to GSA, he was able to get the guidance that he needed. So that's what inspired me to be a part of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how has it been going so far?
It's been going great.
Do you guys have people that join you a lot?
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I've been actively part of the organization for over a year now. I'm the mentorship director. We have a strong mentorship program. That's the heart of the GSA program. It's there to help undergrad and graduate students get through their undergrad or graduate degree and then start their professional career. And I have a team of 4 that are ladies that are all killing it.
Nice.
And our goal is essentially to have mentees, which is the folks that are doing the undergrad or graduate, paired up with a mentor who's going to help them essentially get through their career path and begin their journey of entering whether it's corporate America or whatever that looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And is there a possibility for the mentees to turn to mentors once they reach their goals?
Absolutely. The goal is, it's essentially, we call it actually the Each One Lift One mentorship program.
Yeah.
So the goal is, once you're lifted, is to reach back out and lift another person.
Right.
So most of the folks that have been lifted over the last decade that GSA has been around are the folks that are going back and mentoring these students.
Nice.
So they have one-on-one mentoring that is on a weekly basis, and they also do workshops that are over the span of the entire school year. And the workshops varies. It's basically what the needs of the mentees are. So it could be a resume building workshop, it could be a cover letter building workshop, it could be professional communication, what are the best practices in the corporate environment. Anything that basically need is where we're going to help them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the mentees.
Exactly.
There isn't a guideline for everybody. It's depending on who you have in front of you, basically.
The guideline is high level. It's essentially you're going to be paired up with someone who's going to help you directly in that career path. So for me, I have my undergrad in industrial systems engineering. I have my master's in engineering management. So I can guide anybody who's going through the engineering field through that path. So if somebody else is doing psychiatrist or somebody else is getting into the health field, so we're going to pair you up with somebody who have that experience and can guide you through that field.
Sure.
And that's the one side of it. That's the one-on-one mentoring. The second side is to help you just enter the work field. So most of the folks are interning. Some of the folks are beginning their first job officially, like their professional career.
Nice.
So the mentors is usually holding their hands, helping them get through that path.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And you have next month the annual conference.
Yes, we do.
What is it about, and what are you guys preparing for us?
Absolutely. Yeah, our conference is usually the heart of our mission. What we try to do is to showcase what GSA does as a whole, because the mentorship program is a small section of the GSA and the entire organization. Like I mentioned, we have a professional development program, we have a student integration. As you know, most of our African brothers and sisters have come to the U.S. recently, whether the last 4 years, and usually most of them have a higher education back home and they speak French fluently. So transitioning, it's not that they're not educated, because there's a difference between I'm speaking another language versus I'm not educated, right?
Yep.
So they need somebody to help them essentially transition from a French background to an English world that they're now living in. Exactly, exactly, where everything is different. So we have a student integration program for that was created recently because of that need, and we have so many people that join that, and that's kind of tied with the mentorship program. So our workshop that we do, we help them out at the same time so they can kind of get used to that. We have a professional development that is basically all of the folks that graduated from the GSA organization that just kind of give back to the organization. Exactly. And then we have the other stuff that we all need, right? Marketing, the communications, the external affairs, right? That keeps the organization running. But the heart of it is essentially helping people be better. It's in the name, right? Succeeding in America.
Nice.
So yeah. Now coming to the conference, we have a 2-day conference this year. This is our 7th annual.
What are going to be the dates of the 2 days?
October 17th, that's a Friday, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And then we have Saturday as well, which is the main conference. This is the one that we usually always host. So this year is the first year actually that we're doing a 2-day conference. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
What are you guys going to do on Friday?
On Friday, it's an entrepreneurship and a dinner gala type thing. It is a little bit of exclusive invitation. We have the first 100 people that are signing up that are going to attend if they want to do that. And then for the main conference, that's the Saturday event. And we have panelists for that. And we have 2 panelists. So we have a GSA panelist, which is the folks that are involved in the organization internally that are going to kind of talk about their success stories, what GSA have been for them, what are we doing right now to help the organization, what to help people be better, honestly. And then we have a professional panelist. Think of people that have 10, 15, 20 years of experience across the entire globe that would come and talk about their experiences. Last year we had the founder of WIMO, which is actually a company, an organization, profitable organization that is based in France, and he's a competitor to Western Union, actually.
Oh,
so,
is he African?
Yes, he is. He's African. He actually lives in France.
What was the name of it?
It's WIMO.
WIMO.
Yeah, WIMO. Something. I might be wrong in the name there, but check me.
Because we should know about it to support our African
Exactly.
brothers.
So think having somebody like, for me, last year was one of the main reasons why that I was like, okay, this is an absolutely organization worth joining, because you're around folks that are doing exceptional things. We all know Western Union since we're probably little kids, right? And we all of our parents are sending money back and forth. So might as well somebody from an African descent benefit from those fees. Exactly. So just having somebody like that was very, very inspiring to me, because it just showed me that, hey, you can come from Africa and actually be a competitor to these organizations that are benefiting from us, not to knock them or anything, but to me that was a very inspiring thing.
Absolutely.
So we have those kind of folks that have been in their field for 20 years, entrepreneurs, anything really, that can just kind of give guidance to folks. That's the professional panel. So that's the main conference. The main of the panelists, the GSA and the professional, they are essentially there to just help folks just be insightful about what's going on in our communities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And you've mentioned that this year is going to be 2 days, and this is the first time.
Yes.
Besides this this year being 2 days, what else have you seen like evolving as far as the annual conference? What is going to be different this year compared to the other years, besides the 2 days?
This year we have a lot more panelists for the professional conference. Right. So last year we had 4 folks, and this year we're looking at 4 to 6. And I'm super excited for the guests. The names are out there on all of our social media platforms right now. Insightful backgrounds. Their background are very, very, very impressive. So I think it's worth for people to come see, not just somebody who's working in corporate America, right? Because that's not the only path to success, but entrepreneurs, So for folks that are interested in entrepreneurship, this is a space for you to come to really see what organizations are out there. So for folks like us, let's say we have an idea of building this type of organization back home, and you come to an event like ours and you find somebody else is already doing that, or you see the need, or maybe you come and you get inspired by something, right? And maybe this is a space for you to come so that you can either connect with those folks that are doing the thing that you're interested in doing, right? Or you see a need that might be needed to be fulfilled. Yeah. So it's not just, exactly, it's not just for professional folks like us who are working in corporate America, but it's really for anybody who's interested in being part of your community. Not just that, but also knowing what is already there. Like this year, we're using an app, which is a Luma app, last year that we advertised to get folks registered to our conference. This is an app that is started by a young man who's Guinean, and some of the proceeds to this are actually going to our communities, right? So to me, causes like that are super, super important, because it's not just other companies coming and profiting from our continent, but it's really our folks starting their own businesses and giving back to our own community, right? Yeah. So anyway, go ahead.
No, that's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is the theme of the conference? Is there a theme this year, or a focus that you're guys going to be focused on?
It's basically building new frontiers, and it's new innovation type space. We live in a world right now where we have a new president, we have so many things going on. Our goal is to kind of challenge folks for folks to come and see the challenges that we're facing. We all are aware of it, and maybe you can get advice from somebody who have expertise in a specific field, and maybe that would help you walk away and learn something to take on with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And as far as the networking, how has it been the last years? Have you seen like success stories with the networking due to the galas, or what have you noticed as far as the networking?
Absolutely. That actually answers your last question even more. So that's the biggest change this year to our conference. Last year, we had a 1 to 12 to 6 o'clock conference. This year, we're having a 1 to 9 o'clock conference. So 1 to 5 is going to be the main conference, where it's going to be guests, speakers, panelists, and it's basically the show where everybody's sitting and paying attention to what's going on. Okay. We're having 6 to 9 o'clock, where it's designated to the conference. This is kind of a cocktail networking where you're relaxed and you're kind of learning about folks. Maybe the person that you saw earlier that you're inspired by, you'll get 15, 30 minutes to talk to them. Right. This is the huge difference from last year's conference, because last year it was so successful that so many people wanted to stay, but because we didn't kind of predict that, this year that's what we're changing positively. Yeah. Nice. So very much looking forward to that, especially the networking part and getting to know people, and not just come and go and get somebody's LinkedIn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And building true relationships, friendships sometimes. And, and where is it going to take place?
It's going to be in Manhattan. Okay. We can, on all of our social media platform, it's going to be posted on where exactly the address would be. I don't remember the numbers right this second, but it's going to be in Manhattan, New York City, October 17th and the 18th. 17th it would be a Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. and the 18th would be from 1 to 9 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay. Is there going to be any rewards given to people that have made a change in the community?
Absolutely. Yes. So this is something that we always do. Actually, we are having a mentor and mentee award.
Oh.
Shocking.
Are you going to get an award?
I'm the mentorship director. So that's the first thing I'm going to start with. And then we have a leadership award, we have an innovation award, and we have actually many more awards that are going to come. GSA is always recognized by our community many times throughout the year. So we want to recognize the businesses, the organizations, the folks that are uplifting our community as well. This is something we do consistently when we're doing conference. Yeah.
Okay. And you, just to mention, it's not strictly reserved to people from Guinea.
Absolutely.
It's just a name, but any African is welcome to join.
Absolutely.
Or whoever, not just African, but any person, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So Guineans Succeeding in America, it's an organization that's open for anybody that's interested in joining. So the name is originating from the fact that it was started at a club in a university way back 10 years ago. But the need of the folks, whether you're first generation from wherever, anybody's open to join. We have our finance director, who's Gambian, proudly been with the organization for years. We have our communication director who's Senegalese. We have so many folks that join our organization. I mean, we have even a Pakistani who's part of my mentorship program.
Nice.
And she's a mentee, and she's actually our mentee of the month for June. Very impressive young lady. Our goal is not really just to focus on the Guinean community, it's our thing. It's to uplift the community that need it, which is all of Africans, because we all come from similar backgrounds, essentially.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in your own words, what would you say to encourage someone to join GSA, and why should they join you guys and not someone else, any other organization?
That's a great question. You should join us because we're an organization that is young.
Okay.
I think we're youthful, and I mean, I know that. I'm part of it.
Yeah.
We're very youthful, we're very hungry, because for an organization to start as a club and now is a nonprofit organization and heading to farther more, it's kind of a hungry, like, entrepreneur, kind of starting business like space. And it's not to be to compare it to like an organization that's trying to farther and not acknowledge what's going on. But to me, that's what I love more about it. We have the freedom. That's something I love more too about. I have the freedom as the mentorship director to make the organization better and not feel restricted by the board of directors or somebody that's just kind of telling me, no, we started this 10 years ago, do it this way, it must be done that way. We don't have that. We have a very collaborative environment. The executive board, which is the president, the vice president, all of the directors, which is 9 of us, are all collaborating with the board of directors. We're all working together to get this conference up and running. That's something I really love about it too. I could go on and on because for me, it feels like home. I feel understood. That's maybe the biggest, on an emotional level, that's the biggest one. Because when you're in a space where you know everybody have the same lived experience as you, then you can always learn from those people because you see yourself in them. I think that's the bigger, exactly. Relatability is so huge, and that's honestly the heart of our conference. Because a lot of times, us Africans, we think some things are out of reach just because we didn't see somebody else do it, right? Like for me, I've not met a Congolese who's in media right now. Just by meeting you today makes me feel like, yeah.
Represented.
Exactly. I feel like, okay, I feel seen. You're bilingual. I'm bilingual. I feel seen in that level. In so many other things, right? So it's just kind of having a space where you feel seen, you feel because sometimes when you feel seen, the inspiration naturally comes. When you feel understood, the network naturally comes. Just having somebody who speaks the same tongue, have the same accent as you, just makes you...
Name, the same...
Exactly, we eat the same food. Like, I mean, you can say my name properly. Like, you know, like
Mariama.
That's, exactly. That's just something that I can't put a price on that, honestly. So, that's the biggest thing. This is a space where I always feel inspired. I always feel like I'm uplifted. That's huge, because you know, again, we had older parents who used to bump head about I'm better, and we don't have that culture. Very proud, exactly.
Cultural shock.
Exactly. We have a space where just everybody wants you to be better, and there's no competition. If I'm here, it's to just uplift you and for you to thrive. Yeah.
Great. And where can people get tickets to attend the events?
Yes.
Or how can they just join you?
Yes, absolutely. So for tickets, we have our social media platforms. Maybe I should start there. We have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, we have Instagram. All of them are Guineans Succeeding in America. Anywhere you go, you should be able to find a link in the bio and then click on that and be able to buy the ticket. I would suggest everybody to connect with us on all of our social media platforms because that's where we post all of the folks that will be attending the conference, from every single panelist that would join to every single person that would be awarded to who will be hosting the conference to everything. Essentially, all of the details, you get a lot more details there, the folks' background and history, so you can kind of have an eye on who you actually interested.
Exactly. Stories, everything is on Guineans
Succeeding in America. Correct.
Okay.
LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you choose as a platform.
Any last word or message that you would share to the people that are watching you right now?
Yeah, absolutely. If you've never heard of us, I honestly suggest for you to take an opportunity to go look us up and especially come to our 7th annual conference. It's a space that nobody wants to miss.
Mariama?
Thank you so much.
Kema
Yes.
Toure?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so
answering
much.
all of the questions, and good luck
Yes.
to everything.
Thank you so much, Christelle. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Chers amis téléspectateurs, merci de nous avoir suivis et nous nous retrouvons au prochain numéro. Merci.